Blue Futon. Last night I saw Three from Hell, which is the sequel of House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. And this is a phantom event that only was playing in 3 nights in September, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I think on the Joe Rogan podcast, they said that he was going to do another more screenings in October, but I could be completely wrong. I'm all wrong on a lot of things, guys. But this is a phantom event where it came with a poster as well as kind of an intro from Rob Zombie basically saying it's been 16, 15 years since Devil's Rejects, 17 years, and the characters have always been in his mind. It took him 3 years to make this film. But anyway, what is this about? Well, it's basically kind of right after the Devil's Rejects. They got shot 20 times by the police, and they expected all of them to die, but they never died, and now they're all on death row in prison, and they get escaped. They get escaped prison, and you know what? They're going to Mexico, guys. So what I like about this movie, well, it is a Rob Zombie movie, let's put it that way. You've seen Lords of Salem, House of a Thousand Corpses, Halloween, Halloween 2, The Devil's Rejects. I think there's one more in there somewhere. I think he made like an animated El Diablo cartoon. But yeah, if you like Rob Zombie movies, you're going to like this movie. It is dark, gritty, and it's kind of his style of, he'll do something, he'll pause the screen, then he'll slide it over. He'll pause the screen and slide over. So it's very much Rob Zombie-esque movie. It's what you expect from a Rob Zombie movie. I mean, it's simple. He knows what he's doing with the camera because he worked with Pee Wee Herman. He was like a production assistant or something. Absolutely crazy. But with this, you could tell the budget was very, very low. He was dealing with something very minuscule because a lot of the gunshot and CGI splatter, you could tell was not practical at all. Of like when someone's shooting a shotgun, a buckshot shotgun, and it's like a little hole like, pew, pew. It's like, and you can tell it's very CGI. And there's also a machine gun killing, and it was very much CGI. You're like, okay, not good blood spatter, not a lot of good fire effects, but you just could tell, as well as like everything in the movie was close spaced. There wasn't very much scale on this movie. You could tell there's probably like a back lot of usually where he filmed this spot, back lot for this spot, back lot for this spot, and that was about it. Like I said, the budget on this there wasn't a lot of budget at all. And the story does make sense, but I think I would have to rewatch House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects as well to see where this lines up. Because I know House of a Thousand Corpses is more of an artsy, his first directorial debut to see what he could do. The Devil's Rejects, he went like hardcore violence, grotesque, and off the wall stuff. This one, there was some grotesque scenes in it, but it was kind of toned down to what I was used to because like Halloween 2, even though Halloween 2 went weird real quick, it had a lot of graphic gore, but he also had a lot more bigger budget with that one, but also he had a worse experience with that. But with Three from Hell, it's a fun time in the movie. If it's a Rob Zombie movie, if you like Rob Zombie movies, you're going to like this movie. It's pretty simple. There's actually a lot of humor in this movie, and the dialogue is very simple, but the dialogue works with these characters. So it's kind of interesting how like Cheryl Moon Zombie does her dialogue. It's silly. There's one really silly scene in this that kind of is like a throwback to Halloween 2, but I enjoyed this movie for what it was. And like I said, the dialogue was simple, but with these characters, it works with the simplicity of these characters. So you're like, oh, the dialogue sucks. No, it doesn't. The dialogue works for the characters Rob Zombie is putting on the screen. So Three from Hell will receive a 3.5 out of 5 Blue Futons, which equals at 70%. So see the critics' news scores gave this film. So we have a 14% with the critics, only 7 of them, and there's no audience score yet because it says coming soon, 16th September, which was yesterday. I tried to put a review in, that's what I was doing, but it says we're not able to verify your rating and review at this time. Yada yada yada. It's probably because I bought it on Cinemark and I tried to go on Rotten Tomato and that option isn't available yet. But like I said, there is no critic consensus with it because there is only that. I'm reading them real quick. Easily the worst movie of the year, really. Guess you haven't seen a lot of other movies out there. Like, what else did I hate? Oh, Did the Dead Don't Die was one of the worst movies of the year. This wasn't. But like fans of Rob Zombie characters, there's enough here to tie one over. There's people liking it, but I guess I don't know how Rob. But 14% totally disagree. Like I said, you know what you're going into when you like this movie. I feel like they see Rob Zombie, they see it's like, oh, ah, and they have that weird like face to him. It's like, hey, this movie's not for you. He made it for his fans with the very low budget. But like I said, you like my 70% or the 14 right now. Chase you out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is Blue Futon Utopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And man, I'm seeing Hobbs and Shaw tonight. I need to see Good Boys before that leaves theaters as well, because Goldfinch is about to leave real quick because that did bad. And this week is that Astra and Rambo. And I'm surprised Downtown Abbey is going to that many theaters. Like, at my theater, it's like in 3 screens. At that one theater, it's like, what? Huh?